Howdy, folks. It's Dr. Flo back, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your days. We have a program here in our network called Daily Boost, where we stop by to talk about the 7-day pillar challenge anchored in the traditional 7 chakra system. This is ancient Vedic technology that allows us to find our center. And I don't know of anybody on the planet who isn't trying to have their needs met, but also staying centered and grounded. It's Friday, which means that we're in the third eye chakra. Of course, we've come up from the root into the sacral, into the solar plexus, into the heart, into the throat chakra. And now the mantra of the day is all about what we see. Third eye chakra, or Anja, is the 6th chakra in the classical system, and it's all about intuition, wisdom, spiritual vision, discernment, and the power of your imagination. Anja translates to command or perception, and that's because this chakra is the command center for insight and conscious awareness. The key associations of the third eye chakra is the center of the forehead between the brows. The element is light. The color is indigo. The mantra is Om. And the themes are intuition, spiritual awareness, inner guidance, perception, clarity of thought, and imagination. And just know that the third eye chakra is your spiritual compass and your artistic vision board within. It informs how you dream, create, guide, and discern truth, not only for yourself, but also for the communities that you lead. And when you have a clear and balanced Anja, it enables you to trust your intuitive guidance, to perceive connections and patterns with clarity, to imagine and manifest creative solutions in all areas of your life, hold a visionary lens on your work and service, and also receive divine wisdom beyond logic. Sometimes, we recognize that the logic has the logic and the math has the math, but sometimes we need to see beyond what we can see in order to manifest our big dreams. A lot of this stuff is coming out of the imaginary realm, the imaginal space. When underactive, one may feel mentally foggy, indecisive, disconnected from their intuition, or overly dependent on external validation. And we all need validation. We all want external validation, but to be overly dependent on how people feel about us can really poison. It can lead to excessive daydreaming, fantasy, or detachment from the present. And here are some practices today that might help you get in tune with a healthy third eye chakra. Excuse me. Meditation with visualization and candle gazing, intuitive journaling or dream work, time in darkness or quiet contemplation, spiritual study and self-inquiry, which we love in our network, and also a gentle focus on the breath at the brow point. These are ways that you can find center if you're feeling a bit off in what you're saying. All right. I'm going to land with some questions today. These questions are all about seeing love clearly. Today's themes are all about perceptions of love across borders, intuition, imagination, and vision. All right, here are the questions that can help you guide yourself into an open third eye chakra. You can hear my partner talking to the Alexa, so I don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't matter. How does your culture teach children what love should look like? What beliefs or myths about love have you had to unlearn? How has a global perspective helped you see love differently? What's the most loving vision of the world you've ever imagined? How do you know when love is true, even if it's unspoken? How does media from other countries influence how you perceive love? That makes me think about the people over in Bollywood. Bollywood is like the Indian Hollywood, where they dance and they sing and they, you know, and I love the way that they allow their musical love to come out of them. It's wonderful, and that's how media from other countries influences how I perceive love. What old story of love no longer serves you? What old story of love no longer serves you? When has your intuition guided you toward or away from love? When has your intuition guided you toward or away from love? How do spiritual teachings around the world describe love to you? How do spiritual teachings around the world describe love to you? And then here's the last one. What's your soul's vision of love that transcends nationality or creed? What is your soul's vision of love that transcends nationality or creed? How do you view love? How do you view the love that's coming from you and also the love that's returning to you? You know, there's a lot of people out in the world who don't feel like they deserve love. And that's why we teach here in Love in Action Network that you are loved and lovable. And you don't have to do anything to deserve love. You've always been loved and lovable. You're always going to be loved and lovable, no matter what, no matter who. And the real question is, how would you behave today? What would you think today? What would you believe about yourself today? What would you reach out and step out on if you trusted that you were deeply and profoundly loved and lovable? And I found that just that little recognition has changed the way I view everything and everybody. So I think that's a good stopping point. Remember, the mantra of the third eye chakra is I see. Don't be afraid today to see your life as it is. Don't be afraid today to radically accept where you are, because that radical acceptance could help you own the truth and actually start walking in your destiny. And if you need any help, we have an amazing group of people, Poppy Water 33, Tara Parolo Studio, myself, Andre in the Flow, and a whole crew of healers in Love in Action Network who want to assist you along the path. And we can't do the work for you, but we can certainly help. And so you can go to lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link to learn more about what we do and the light that we're amplifying. And until next time, stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable, and we'll see you very soon around our fabulous network. Have a great weekend, everybody. You're loved and lovable, truly.